Can we talk about cancel culture?
Oh
my
horrible, horrible fucking cancer upon society.
On the topic of learning, the thing that stinks the most about cancel culture is they don't allow people to have character development. If you said a slur like 7 years ago,
You're still that person from 7 years ago.
You're not allowed to be a new person. Like, this sucks to be you, I guess. Like, that's why a lot of my original YouTube videos are unlisted, because Jontez, Leon, and I, we were wilding out when I first started YouTube. So it's like, even though those were years ago, and I could look at myself like 3 months ago and be like, that's a different nigga. You know what I mean?
Right.
But let alone that far back. But people will see that and be like, nah, you said something bad, so fuck your career.
I feel like I'm a high supporter of free speech. So if you want to be a fucking dumbass, be one. But I feel like it goes too far when you affect another person's like livelihood. If you're getting Jimmy, the teacher, fired at his job because 7 years ago he he made a video of himself being a stripper. he posted a photo of himself as a stripper, and you're like, well, that's just misogynist, patriarchal. How fucking dare you, Jimmy?
Yeah.
And he loses his job over it? Fuck you. Fucking David.
Why is everyone named David like the worst person on earth? Like,
God damn it! First of all,
David.
for all cogs named David out there, we love you.
Unless you're a dickhead.
You're a dickhead,
and
David.
then in that case, fuck you. As simple as that, you know. Oh man, one of these days we'll do a podcast and I'll go fully into depth on like my relationship with my ex, and we'll talk about David. We'll talk that nigga David. Oh, I hate David, bro.
Hold on, wait. Who the fuck is your David? Do I know this David?
You will know this David. We'll all know this David. Oh man, maybe cancel culture isn't so bad, but nah.
Compared to David's,
I want to scream it from the rooftops. Fuck that. Fuck David. Fuck.
I'm sure I'm sure there's a good David out there.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
This is the one who beat the Goliath. Yeah.
Well, the Goliath was just chilling,
Well,
he was doing a job.
Okay, you're right.
It wasn't nothing personal.
I know a good David. He's my brother-in-law.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
She has a brother-in-law named David. Fuck, that's a lot of information, actually.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Basic shit goes.
Yeah, sometimes, honestly,
Yeah,
some people
man.
they're crazy on the internet. They're sleuths.
The thing with the internet is, it has gotten to the point where anyone can be a detective. That's crazy to say, but I feel like
true.
Do you remember that whole thing with Keanu Reeves where he put like a flag in a random spot, and these motherfuckers figured out the longitude and latitude based on wind currents?
Yeah, I did not know that.
Do that? My other sister. Don't say,
Right.
See, like,
That's crazy. Yeah. The other one.
I feel like even the average person, like, there are people I just like know who will, if they want to know something, they will find it out. And
eventually.
it's like, and I feel like it's oftentimes women. I don't know what it is, but like, I think it's just, I don't really care about like knowing stuff sometimes, but it seems like a lot of girls want to know everything, so they can find out anything. It's crazy. Like at this point, if I needed a private investigator, I could just ask like any woman, just be like, "Hey, can you help me out? I think someone's been like breaking into my house recently.
What's their family footprint?
Yeah.
Who's their ancestors? When's the last time they were online?"
Like they'd immediately be like, "So here's their ass print from their couch." Yeah.
Do you have a DNA sample? Like, Jesus Christ. I feel like I feel like women are able to obsess over things easier.
They
But
are.
I also feel like I feel like there's a difference. I feel like women are able to obsess over things easier, but I also feel like men are able to obsess over things harder. Like, I don't know if you've seen like crazy fanboys, but like,
You talking about like Twitch fanboys? People being like, "I wish I was under Pokimane's toilet."
Yeah.
Like that type of shit. Yeah.
I wish I was Pokimane's flip flop.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Like that's wild.
Like when a guy obsesses over something, it's a lot more like caveman, like 100%.
It goes to Neanderthal
Yeah.
type shit. Like,
No,
God, I wish I was that rock.
it's entirely true. Like when it comes,
Pokimane's mouse pad.
is it all that wrist sweat? Yeah, it's true. It is really weird. Like I guess it kind of makes sense because the hormones that we distributed between the genders, but it's also just like, man, this is what I had to deal with. I had to grow up being that, like being a dude who has to associate with guys like that. That stinks. Ugh.
Have you ever like got into the whole generational war thing, like Gen Z, Gen X, millennials, boomers, zoomers?
Like, well, what do you mean war?
There's apparently there's like a whole war. Millennials being lazy, zoomers having
The different like stereotypes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like there's some things I do think definitely ring true. Like a lot of boomers are absolutely out of touch.
Yeah.
And you it's hard to deny. Like I feel like most of the time boomers are going to be very conservative. They're going to like not want to progress or advance. Oh, you dyed your hair blue? Fucking idiot.
Fucking
shit. Like, and
dumbass.
then with millennials, I wouldn't say millennials are lazy because that's like the majority of that's like the whole workforce right now. Because I know you old ass boomers aren't doing it. And then Gen Z, like you got some of us, but exactly, yeah, like your ass is being served by the millennials. So if anything, be grateful. And then with us, with Gen Z, it's like kind of a half and half because I think Gen Z, even babies born now are still considered Gen Z. So it's like half of us are working, half of us are babies.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really.
Bro, I think the next, because I think at this point in time the oldest Gen Z is 25. I think, but I think I heard that the next ones have just been born, or will just be born, called Gen Alpha or something.
Gen Alpha. Oh God.
Gen Alpha.
Yeah, no, I can already see it now. We're the alphas. We're the alphas, dude. Yeah, no, I'm not excited for that.
Speaking of Alpha,
Rolling at the moon.
the video, the how to be.
Yo! We gotta do that because we got a whole cast now,
Bro, yes, the fuck we do, bro.
Oh, well, it was a skit idea I came up with. Like, man, it's
been
been
a while,
a minute. Like, but we're not gonna spoil it though. We're not gonna spoil it just in case because it might come to fruition. So we won't tell the viewers just yet, but just keep it in mind. Keep it in mind.
Right.
Yeah.
But we're bringing it.
Oh
I
yeah,
want
it
to
will
do
happen.
that.
Because
I completely slipped my mind for so long.
yeah, because I mean, I hate to say it, especially because this episode's gonna be one that goes live relatively soon, but the main people I talked to about it were you, Leon, and Jontez. And while I know you would be on board, I mean, look at us now.
Facts.
Zach and Jontez. I mean, fuck.
Zach
I'm
and Jontez.
Leon and Jontez. It would take a whole army and a half to get Leon and Jontez to actually like start working on the project. So, because I could be like, hey, you guys want to do that? Like, even I'm gonna try not to get on this tangent because I love those guys, but it's like. Even with like Five Nights at Leon's, I only needed Leon for that because it's 5 nights at Leon's. And I was like, hey, Leon, you want to go to your house and film like you just standing creepily in the hallway? No. Like, yeah, but do you want to like come over and play like some game about like baseball? And I'm like, no.